So this is the Ortlieb Atrack backpack. This one's actually the 45 litre version, so I thought I'd give you a quick look, but they actually do a slightly smaller 35 and a 25 litre version as well. I actually think you should go for the bigger option because it's not very much more money, and there's so many adjustable straps on it that you can make it smaller when you don't need to carry as much. It's quite unusual for me to come out and do a review and actually shoot some video when it's raining. But the reason I'm doing that for this is because this bag is completely waterproof. And when normal rucksack companies talk about, or backpack companies talk about, oh, this backpack's waterproof, what they mean is in the rain it'll probably be okay for a few hours. But this backpack is completely watertight, so you could even take it swimming with you, leave it underwater for a metre for half an hour, and everything inside will still be dry. So this really is quite something for bad weather like today. Let me show you through some of the things on it. I'll start from the front, or from the back where the harness is. You've got a harness here that's built onto the bag that's very adjustable. You can actually see it runs on these sort of rails, so you can adjust the height on it quite easily as well, which is really, really cool. And then the same down here at the bottom with the waist area, you can adjust where it sits, which means whatever size you are, you can make sure that it sits comfortably on your back. The harness area, the shoulder area, is quite well padded as well and meshed so that it's relatively breathable, so it keeps the main bag off your back to help keep you cool. And on the shoulder straps, you can actually see you can adjust the angle and pull them down tighter or looser on the top as well, which is useful. The waist belt has got a mesh pocket that's zipped on both sides, which is super useful when you're out hiking, and obviously it's adjustable for that, as you can see that. And then on the sides, on both sides of the bag, you can see here there's a large mesh on the side here, which I use for things like water bottles or waterproofs. So you can see again on this side, same thing again. There's a nice big bungee there that you can put stuff into. If you're not using it completely full, you can see that there's two straps on the sides here, on both sides, that you can adjust and tighten up just to bring the bag in and make it thinner, which is really, really useful as well. And then on the back as well, you can actually adjust where those straps sit, but more importantly, it's effectively created some daisy loops or some mole hanging points too, so you can effectively attach various extra things. So for example, you might want to attach the tent right on the outside of here if you were carrying even more gear, or trekking poles, that kind of thing, so you can mount those there. But really, what makes this pack even more awesome is the fact that it's waterproof. So to get into it, instead of a standard backpack across the top having a zip or rolling open at the top, this has a zip that goes all the way down. So if I show you here, it's got a super heavy duty waterproof zip here, and it runs down the length of the inside of the pack. So bear with me, I'm trying to do this one-handed while I'm shooting the video, which is not as easy as it sounds. There you go. So you can see the zip goes all the way down on the bit that would be your back. One of the advantages of that, pardon the siren in the background, but one of the advantages of that is that you're more secure if you're in a crowd, if you're out backpacking. People can't get into your gear while you're wearing it from behind. But what it means for this backpack is, look, you can open it like it's like a taco clam or something. You can open it so like a travel bag, you can get inside the whole bag in one go and see everything that's in there, which is super cool. Once you're inside, there's zip pouches to store things like first aid kits, wash bags, batteries, that kind of stuff on both sides. And there's even a strap across the middle here just to support clothing and things that you've got in there, like tents and sleeping bags, just so things don't move around too much. So that's really the coolest thing about this, is that the bag is completely waterproof. And although this zip doesn't look like it'll be waterproof, if you look up close, you can see the seal down the middle here that perfectly seals when you zip this back up. And then the final thing I just want to show you is it's got a little H2O pouch, or a little H2O cap here too, so if you do want to run hydration from a bladder out onto the front of the pack, you can actually unscrew this from the inside, because obviously it's waterproof otherwise, and run a tube outside. That's about it really. That just gives you a bit of a look around on a rainy day, but I don't think I've ever really reviewed a bag quite like it, and it is an amazing backpack anyway, but the fact that it's completely waterproof just makes it something else entirely. So there you go, that's the Ortlieb Atrack. This is the 45 litre, but they do a smaller one as a 35 and a 25.